What's good, MV family? Coming to you today, have some things on my mind. I want to talk to you guys about, staying strong even when you're going through a real hard time. Because, that'd be like one of the biggest issues a lot of us be having, trying to stay positive when ain't nothing going right, it seems that you just can't catch a break, and it's just hard times out here. I mean, especially when it involves dealing with people you care about. Life really gets tricky when there's certain people that you want in your life that do you wrong, do you dirty. Ain't no things you can do about to change that. You just got to figure out a way to live your life and move on without becoming some type of demon or something, or becoming like not yourself because you're trying to put off this aura that uh, makes you feel better. It's not really you, but it does make you feel better because you can like almost get revenge on people when you just like in a mad state, and you just out to get your lick back or whatever. It feels good in the moment, but when it's all said and done, once you come back to realization and to your real self, you kind of be like, man, that shit wasn't cool. Why I even do that? I just put myself in a worse situation. So, there's no reason to even get that way. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk about just trying to stay strong even through all the hard things that we go through in life. I mean, this comes from relationships, uh, family issues, work issues, anything to where you need to learn how to separate yourself from a situation, a relationship, or any of that. And the way I like to talk about it from the standpoint of men and females. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all humans, man. We all got emotions, even though, females tend to have more emotions than men due to that's just how we built biologically. It is what it is. Ain't no way around that. And it's okay. You know what I mean? It's cool that, females are more emotional and more in tune with their emotions than man, but that don't mean man can't get in touch with his inner self and understand what he wants or what he doesn't want. So today I want to bring to you guys a video. I want y'all to go check my man page out, Stoic Blessings on YouTube. He be putting up some good stuff. It look like it's one of those pages where just create content on his own for real. So, he got one of those AI generated pages. But, the stuff we talk about be good stuff though. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that.
Emotional detachment. Here's a hard truth. Your emotions, if unchecked, are your greatest weakness. The moment someone can trigger you, they own you. So how do you break free from this cycle? By mastering emotional detachment, a cornerstone of both Stoicism and dark psychology. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "He who is offended by others is a slave to them." Think about that. Every time you let someone's words or actions dictate your feelings, you're handing them the keys to your mind. But when you detach emotionally, you take those keys back. You separate how you feel from how you act. And that's where your power lies.
So, with that being said, man, let's talk about that. That's just like powerful right there when you sit and think about it. Being able to control yourself even when you're hurting and people know how to push your buttons, but you still got the ability to keep your composure and not let this person trigger you, or not let what they saying or anything of that nature triggers you. Even when it actually is pushing a certain button in you, but you have the will to be like, I'm not going to go there because it doesn't do anything for me in the long run. Like, so mastering just self control and detaching from people that are not beneficial to you any longer, or the way they move it currently is just not beneficial. Just learning how to control yourself so that they can control you with the way they move and what they got going on. And it's very hard to do when you care about people, especially like with a divorce or separating from someone you've been with for a long time. Like when it comes to separating with kids there, those type of situations are just hard. But separating from anybody you invested a lot of time in is hard. So trying to detach from that is a very hard thing to do. So yeah, let's keep moving.
Here's how to start. The next time you feel anger rising, pause. Ask yourself, why am I giving this situation control over me? Picture your emotions as a storm, chaotic but temporary. Detachment is stepping outside the storm and watching it pass. It doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you observe them without letting them control you. This skill is a weapon. It allows you to stay calm and calculated, even when others are trying to provoke you. And when you master this, you'll notice something incredible. Those who once sought to control you will lose their grip because they can't manipulate someone who's untouchable. If you're ready to reclaim your emotional power, comment below, "My emotions are mine to command." Let's see who's truly ready to rise above. In the next section, we'll talk about self-dominance and how controlling yourself is the ultimate strength. Don't miss it. Number 4, the importance of self-dominance. Let me ask you something. If you can't control yourself, how can you expect to control your life? The truth is, self-dominance is the foundation of unshakable strength. Without it, you're at the mercy of your emotions, impulses, and the chaos of the outside world. But with it, you become untouchable. The Stoics believed that the man who masters himself is more powerful than the man who conquers a city. Think about that. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest leaders, ruled an empire. Yet he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Self-dominance starts with discipline. Discipline over your reactions, your habits, and your thoughts. When someone tries to provoke you, they're testing your control. If you lash out or lose your temper, you've failed the test. But if you stay composed, you've proven your strength. Here's a practical exercise. The next time someone irritates you, pause and imagine yourself as a mountain, strong, immovable, unaffected by the winds of their words. Remind yourself, their actions don't define me. My response does. When you master self-dominance, you'll notice something powerful. People will begin to respect you more. Why? Because they can't control you. And that kind of strength is magnetic. If you're ready to take control of your life, comment below.
Think about that, man. Yeah. So that's real strong stuff right there. Being able to control yourself no matter what's going on. Not saying that if you did lose your control every once in a blue moon, I mean, is a terrible thing. But the most definitely is saying you have more self awareness and more ability to move appropriately when you can control yourself. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on, at the end of the day, only thing you can control is yourself, and you're very good at doing that. And you know how it is when people know what buttons to push and that. But if you got the ability to still control yourself when people pushing your buttons intentionally, man, you're on the right path. Let's keep moving.
I am the master of my fate. Let's see who's ready to step into their power. Next, we'll dive into one of the most effective tools for maintaining control, the pause. Stay with me, and I'll show you how this simple technique can change your life. Number 5, practicing the pause. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and regretted it later? Or reacted so quickly to someone's actions that you felt powerless afterward? This is the cost of acting without pausing. The pause is one of the most powerful tools in Stoicism and in life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You always have the option of having no opinion. There is never a need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you cannot control." The pause is where you reclaim that option. It's the space between what happens to you and how you respond. And in that space lies your freedom. Here's how it works. The next time you feel anger, frustration, or irritation creeping in, pause. Take a deep breath. In that brief moment, ask yourself one question. Does this deserve my energy? Most of the time, you'll find the answer is no. That pause is where you regain control over your emotions. It's where you decide how to respond, not react. Think of the pause like sharpening a sword. Without it, your actions are dull and impulsive. But with it, every move you make becomes deliberate, calculated, and sharp. It's the difference between being controlled by others and being in control of yourself.
That's what's up. You know, when you sit back and think about those 3 points, being able to detach from people when they no longer serve you or they intentionally trying to hurt you, and then being able to, control yourself, even when people are intentionally pushing your buttons. You know what I'm saying? So, like all those 3 points, man, that was brung up in this clip, that's good stuff, man. And it's all about just being fair, like, and that's what we about here in this community, MV community, and this MV family. We're about, just being fair. I'm gonna treat you with respect. You treat me with respect. We go be um fair to each other. There's no need for me to try to get over on you. No need for you to try to get over me. Like, at the end of the day, we both humans. We both going through this life, through this journey, trying to get to the other side as best we can. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be a helpmate to you, or somebody that you can call on for information, or a ear or whatever. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. Like, you try to build something together as opposed to trying to tear each other down. But you know how that goes. It's life. Like, it don't even work sometimes with family. So you just gotta be smart out here. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna end this video. But go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And thank y'all. See y'all next time.